Hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to this edition of discussion on the Indian Express dated 18th of July 2022. I'm back again with some of the major articles from newspaper. So let's begin our today's discussion on page number 3 from GS2 Polity and Governance. So as we know that the presidential election is scheduled for the 18th of July, that is today, and Mrs. Draupadi Murmu is the NDA's presidential candidate. So the article is headlined as Murmu thanks NDA's MPs, says tribal community is excited. As she hails from the tribal community, she mentioned that around 10 crore tribals from more than 700 communities are all delighted. From this article, first of all, you have to know about the election process of president in India and the constitutional provisions related to it. Moving on page number 3 from GS3 economy section, the article is headlined as Commodity prices fall can help India escape the global inflation trap. So recently, RBI has released the State of Economy report, and from this article, you have to know what are the findings and future prospects of the latest State of Economic report of the RBI. Moving further on page number 6 from GS3 Cybersecurity, this article is about cryptocurrency, and the article is headlined as New Challenge for Cyber Unit, that is crypto. So, cyber fraudsters are stashing stolen money in digital currency is posing fresh obstacles for the Delhi police investigators. From this article, you have to know what are the features and benefits of cryptocurrency, and secondly, what are the concerns, challenges related to it, and also what is the possible scenario ahead. Moving further on page number 8 from GS2 International Relations, India presses for full disengagement. So this is about the 16th round of high-level military talks that was held with China in the Choshul Moldo point at the line of actual control. So meeting lasted for around 12 hours and the Indian delegation was led by Lieutenant General Anidya Sen Gupta, the commander of Leh-based 14 Corps. And from this article, you have to know what is the outcome of 16th round of military talks between India and China, also the situation in eastern Ladakh, and what are the various efforts taken by both of the sides to resolve the issues, and what can be the possible scenario ahead. Moving further on page number 9 from GS3 Economy Sector, is there a crisis in rice? So while overall crop coverage has risen since last year, but that of rice is down, and deficient rainfall is one of the key reasons. But adequate stocks and cultivation over wider areas suggest that there should be no cause for worry. From this article, you have to know, is there a crisis ahead in rice? What are the reasons? And how serious is the situation? And what are the ways to handle it? Okay, moving further on page number 9 from GS2 Polity and Governance. So this article is related to the vice presidential election. So how vice president is elected, how constitution defines his or her role. From this article, you have to know what are the provisions related to the vice president and what is the election procedure for the vice president. You can also check out the articles related to these topics from Daily Current Affairs section on our website. Moving further on page number 10 from GS2 International Relation. So this article is headlined as Beyond CAATSA. Now, as we know that US Congress has made amendments with a significant majority that call for an India-specific waiver from sanctions for the purchase of advanced Russian weapons. Now, the CAATSA stands for Countering America's Adversaries Through Sanctions Act that was passed in 2017 that demands sanctions on the states that buy Russian weapons. And from this article, you have to know about India's current dependence on Russia's military supplies, what is CAATSA Act, and also the application of CAATSA sanctions on India and what are the available options for India. Moving further on page number 10 from GS3 Environment section, the article is headlined as An Orderly Transition. So the switch over from coal to renewables needs to be gradual and careful. From this article, you have to know why have the concerns over energy security gained center stage, and what are several policy initiatives in coal sector in India, and what more needs to be done to make these measures more effective. All right. Moving further on page number 11 from GS1 Poverty and Development Issues. This article is about the United Nations latest report, Population Prospects Forecast. So the article is headlined as A Prosperity Lesson for India. As India prepares to become the most populous country by 2023, it must remember that improvement of Human Development Index hinges on providing quality education to girl child, says the article. And from this article, you have to know what are the key takeaways of United Nations latest report, Population Prospects Forecasts. Also, India's performance in it, the issues highlighted by the report, and what is the possible scenario ahead. And with this, we call it a wrap of today's edition of Headlines of the Day, the Indian Express. I hope you liked the video. I will see you with some other video. Till then, take care and do stay tuned.